Hi guys, welcome back again to the channel. We are making an overbust corset today, and if you have been finding it difficult to make one before now, just please pay attention and make sure you watch this video to the end, because I'm going to make sure that after watching this video you should be able to make one for yourself with ease. Alright, I'll be drafting the front and back together in this pattern paper. So guys, we can actually draft this overbust corset with bust dart method or without bust dart method. So the option and the choice is always yours. Okay, so but today I'm going to draft this using a bust dart method. By that, it simply means that I'm going to make use of the difference between the vertical waist measurement for the front side and for the back side. I'll make use of the difference between the two of them, because by the time you tie a rope at your actual waist measurement and then you take your vertical measurement from shoulder to the waist point at the front and at the back, you will notice that they are not always the same. So I'm going to place my tape at the shoulder and take my vertical measurement from the shoulder to the waist, and for me, mine is 18 inches at the front side, while at the back side is 16 inches. Please go ahead and measure yourself to be sure. So I'm going to make use of this bust dart method for this particular overbust corset. Okay, so before we continue, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. That way YouTube will suggest it to other people that are interested in this tutorial as well. Thank you so much. And if you are new, you are highly welcome. I'm Chisom Ene. Subscribe to join the family and turn on the notification bell for more videos. So guys, if you are interested, continue watching and make sure you watch the video to the end so you won't miss out of any important information. So without being said, let's get started. I'm just going to make a line here to separate the back and the front. So this is it. I'm going to draft the back side here and the front side over here. So over here, I'll make a line here. Any number is okay. This line is my starting point line and also my shoulder line. Alright, so from this starting point line, which is my shoulder line, I'll take my vertical measurement. Vertical measurement is the measurement you take from the shoulder downwards. So from shoulder to my bust point is 10 inches. Shoulder to my under bust, 13. Shoulder to my waist, 18. And shoulder to my hip length is 25. That is the length of the blouse. So guys, now we have the bust point line, bust point, the under bust, my waistline, and then the hip line and the length of the blouse. For the back side, I'll do the same, but this time around I'm going to be making use of a different waist measurement. I hope you understand. So I'll quickly create my starting point line over here as well. So from the shoulder line, I'll take my vertical measurement for the back side. I hope you are following. From shoulder to the bust point is 10 inches. Then for the back side, there's no under bust. So from shoulder to my waist is 16 inches. Can you see? The back is 16 while the front is 18. Difference of 2 inches. So from shoulder to the length of the blouse or the hip line is 23 inches this time around. Why? Because we have 2 inches difference. Do you understand? The front side is 25 and then the back side is 23. 2 inches difference. I hope you understand. I have my bust point, my waistline, and then the hip line. And like I said, the difference between the two of them is 2 inches. So this is 2 inches. The difference between the two of them. Do you understand? For the front and back side to align at the sides, I'm going to create a bust dart with these 2 inches. So by the time I join the two of them at the sides, the way you join your clothes, at the 2 seam side, it will align together. You know, if I join it this way, it will not. The front will be longer than the back. I hope you are following. So I'll use these 2 inches to create my bust dart at the front side, in order for the two of them to align at the side while joining. I hope you understand. But if you don't understand, just continue watching and make sure you watch the sewing part of this tutorial, because this is just the drafting part. So after drafting it, I'll be dropping the sewing tutorial as well. Okay? So guys, having marked out our vertical measurement for both the front and back, the next step is to add my shoulder measurement. I'm going to concentrate now on the front side, and after drafting the front side, I will quickly move over to the back side. Do you understand? So over here at the shoulder line, I'll impute my shoulder measurement divided by 2. Mine is 8 inches. My shoulder measurement is 16 divided by 2 is 8. Then the neck width for this is going to be 3 inches. So over there, I'll slope the shoulder by 1 inch because our shoulders are not straight. So I'm going to connect, and we have a slanted shoulder line. This is what I have. Alright? So from there, I'm going to mark out my armhole depth. Do you understand? To get your armhole depth, divide your bust circumference by 6. Whatever you get, you add 1.5 inches to that. So mine is 8 inches. But because this is not going to have a yoke at the end of the day, and I wouldn't want my armhole to reveal a lot, for that reason, I'm going to come up by ½ inch. So instead of marking 8 inches, I'm going to mark 7.5 inches as my armhole depth, so that my armhole will cover a bit. Alright? So I'm going to connect to get my armhole depth line. And this is what I have. So we are going to draw our armhole curve. To do that, I'll come to the armhole depth line over here and add my bust circumference divided by 4. So my bust circumference divided by 4 is 9.75. 39 divided by 4, 9.75. So I'm going to connect like so. So for the front armhole, I'll take the midpoint of the armhole depth, which is 7.5 here. The midpoint should be 3.75, which is here. And I'll go in by ½ inch to draw out my front armhole curve. So I'm going to connect like this. So having done that, the next step is to add my bust span measurement. Bust span is the distance from one bust to the other, divided by 2. So mine is 7 inches divided by 2, 3.5 plus ½ inch allowance, making it 4 inches. Go ahead and take your measurement to be sure. So I'm going to measure 4 inches on all the lines. Then I'm going to connect with a straight line. I'll be making use of this pencil because I'll alter it. So let me use pencil to connect, and I'll show you how I will alter this line. So the reason why I'm making use of this pencil and I connected in a straight line is to show you that you can make use of a straight dart or a slanted dart. So I'll be making use of a straight dart all the while. So in this case, I would like to slant my dart. So I have connected with a straight line. If you are comfortable with it, or if you want your line to be straight, please go ahead and connect your points like this, and then you create your dart. But in this case, I'm going to make my dart slanted. I would like it to be in a slanted form. So to do that, I'll come to this line, this 4 inches bust pan over here, and I'll measure 2 inches. 2 inches. I hope you are following. 2 inches and mark. So from that 2 inches, I'll make a straight line to the bust point. So this is the line I'll be making use of. Can you see? The dart line is no longer straight but slanted. So I'm going to clean off the straight line because I will not make use of it. But if you are going to make use of a straight line, anything you see me do on this slanted line, please go ahead and do it on the straight line. They are the same. The difference is just that mine is slanted and yours is straight. The next step is to come over here. I'll take this line to the shoulder line. So I'll take the midpoint of from here to here, which is 5 inches divided by 2, 2.5. So I'm going to take this line to that point. So my line is complete now. So guys, the next step is to add my dart. So I'm going to come to the under bust and create my dart over there first. So here I'm going to mark 1 inch on this side and 1 inch on this side, making it 2 inches. So if you have a bigger bust, you can increase your dart. Do you understand? So over here, I'll do the same thing. 1 inch and 1 inch. This is my waistline. And at the hip line, I'll equally do the same thing. So my dart here is 2 inches. 1 inch this side and 1 inch this other side. I'm going to connect with a straight line. So having done that, I'm going to connect from my bust point over here to here with a curve. So this is it for this side. So the next step is to come over to the neckline area and create my dart as well. But in this case, according to the style, you know we are making an overbust corset. In this case, I'm going to create a 50% bust tightening here, or bust dart over here, 50%. So instead of making a 2 inches dart over here, just like I have here, I'm going to make a 1 inch dart. That is 50%. Do you understand? To create my dart, I'm going to come up from the bust point line by 4 inches. Or from the shoulder line down to that point is equally 6 inches. So any one you choose to do is fine. So I'll measure 4 inches here to get a straight line and connect. So guys, I'm going to from here measure 2 inches for the pointiness over there. So for the pointiness, I've measured 2 inches, and at that point I'm going to measure ½ inch away from the armhole curve. Do you understand? Now this is also optional. If you want that pointiness at exactly on the armhole here, then there's no need going in by ½ inch. Just feel free to do what you want. But for me, I don't want the pointiness at exactly on the armhole. That's why I'm shifting it a bit by ½ inch. So having done that, this is what I have. from that 1/2 inch now, I'm going to reconnect my armhole curve. So this is now my new armhole curve. I hope you are following. It's as simple as that. And yeah, having done that, the next step is to create my neckline now. My neckline. So this top is not going to have a yoke. So for that reason, I don't need 3 inches neckline over here. So I'll just place my tape at the shoulder line, and then I'll take my neck depth of 8 inches. This depends on how you want the cleavage to show. If you want a moderate neck depth, you can do between 8 inches, 7 inches, 7.5. But if you go lower than that, everything will show. I hope you are following. So guys, this is the neck depth I choose for my top. So having done that, I'm going to connect from here, the pointiness area, down to the neck depth. It's as simple as that. So we are making our neckline shape of a U neckline or round neckline. So guys, this is what I have. Now we are going to create our dart over there. I'm going to be creating my dart from here. So from that point, I'll measure 1/2 inch. Like I said, 50%, meaning to say my dart over here is going to be 1 inch. So 1/2 inch at this side and 1/2 inch at this side, making it 1 inch. So having marked that, I'll connect my dart with a straight line to the bust point. Don't make it pointy. Okay, this is what I have. I will equally connect this other side to the bust point as well. So this is what we have. The next step is to measure this line and make sure that that 2 of them are the same, so that by the time you join the 2 of them, will not have any shortage. So I'm going to measure this line, and I have 4.75. So I'll just shift it to this other line to make sure that they are the same. So I'll mark my 4.75 over here, and I will extend the line. I will extend that line there. So this is what I have. So by the time you join the 2 of them, it will match up. So having done that, I'm going to reconnect the neckline. I will redraw the neckline. So this is what I have now. So at the end of the day, this is what I will be making use of, no longer this one. Do you understand? So by the time I join the 2 of them together, it will match up. That is the idea. So this is the neck shape I have for that side, and that is that. So guys, at this point, if you have not given the video a thumbs up, please go ahead and do that before you forget. Thank you so much. So having done that, the next step is to come over here and replace this 1 inch dart to this side. So I'll measure 1 inch and mark. So I'll take the line to that point. So that is it for the bust measurement. The bust circumference measurement is done. So the next step is to come over to the under bust. This is my under bust line. My under bust round measurement, that is under bust circumference divided by 4, for me is 8.5. Okay, so having measured that, I'm going to replace these 2 inches dart here, and that is what we have. So I'm going to connect the 2 points like so. So guys, I'll come to the next line, which is my waistline. Pay attention here. Please pay attention, because on this waistline we are going to be doing our waist snatching. Now, my original waist measurement is 36 inches. I'm going to remove 6 inches from that 36 inches. It means that I'll be snatching my waist by 6 inches. So I said my measurement, waist measurement or waist circumference is 36. So 36 minus 6 will give us 30. So if you want, you can snatch your waist by 6 inches or 4 inches or even 2 inches. Anything you want to do is up to you. So I'm going to be snatching by 6 inches. So for that, we are going to divide the 6 inches by 2 because we are making the front part of the top as well as the back part of the top. So this 6 inches divided by 2 will give us 3. Alright, so 3 will be at the front. I'll use 3 inches to snatch the waist at the front and use 3 inches to snatch the waist at the back part over here. Do you understand? So 3 is for the front and 3 is for the back. Altogether 6 inches. If you are going to snatch your waist by 4, divide that 4 by 2 and snatch the waist 2, 2. I hope you understand. So that 3 inches, I'm going to divide it in such a way that it will suit me. I'm going to take 2 inches here, and then I will later take 1 inch at the second dart. Just continue watching, you understand what I mean. What I'm going to do is to come over to the waistline and add my waist measurement, which is 36 inches divided by 4. Pay attention. 36 inches, which is my original waist circumference measurement, divided by 4, which will give me 9 inches. 9 inches. Do you understand? I'll mark 9 inches over here. Now, I am supposed to replace 2 inches dart. Are you following? But instead of replacing my 2 inches dart, the same way I replaced at the under bust, I am going to replace only 1 inch. Do you understand? So I'll come over here and measure 1 inch. So I'm replacing 1 inch dart instead of 2. And then use 1 inch to snatch the waist. So 1 inch for this side and 1 inch for the other side. This is going to be 2 in number. Altogether 2 inches. I hope you are following. So here we have taken away 2 inches dart. We have taken away 2 inches dart to snatch the waist, which is these 2 inches. So we are now left with 1 inch. Do you understand? So continue watching, you get to see how I'm going to use 1 inch to snatch the waist to make a total of 3 inches. So that is it for the waist side. Now coming to the hip side, my hip is 43 divided by 4, 10.75. I'll replace the dart, and yeah, I'm going to connect from the waist to the hip point like this. I'll come up from here by 2 inches because I wouldn't want it pointy. I'll draw my curve shape. So this is what I have. Now the next step is to create my dart over here. So to do that, I'll measure what I have from here to here and divide by 2. So this is what I have. I have 6 inches here. So 6 divided by 2 will give us 3. So I'll come over here and measure 3 inches. So I'll connect down to the armhole curve. So this is it, and the line will be slanted as well. So this is what I have. Now this is where we are going to snatch 1 inch, the remaining 1 inch dart. I hope you understand. So that 1 inch, I'm going to divide it by 2 to get 0.5. Okay, so this is because this side will equally be 2 in number when I cut it. So the 0.5 will go for one side and then 0.5 will go for the other side. Just like when I was explaining these 2 inches, that this one will be 2 pieces. 1 inch will go for this side and the other 1 inch will go for the second side, making it 2. So over here at the waistline, remember we are going to take away only 0.5 inches here. So it means I will be marking 0.25 on both sides. 0.25 and 0.25, everything 0.5. So I'm going to connect my darts like so. Pay attention, even if you're a beginner, after you watch this video, you should be able to make this overbust corset top by yourself. Alright? And if you don't understand it once, just watch it over again. Watch it 2 times. Do you understand? So now I'm going to take my dart and stop at the under bust. Do you understand? I'll stop at the under bust. So I'm going to draw my dart like so. So this is my 0.5 inch dart. The 3 inches waist snatching is complete. Okay, so having done that, the next step is to mark out my bust dart. I'll be using this 2 inches difference to create my bust dart, just like I explained before. So I'll come to the bust point line and measure 2 inches. Whatever is the difference between your waist measurement at the front side and at the back side is what you are going to use to create your bust dart. Just go ahead and measure yourself. There's nothing confusing there. So I'll take this 2 inches to the bust point. Can you see? Now the next step is to measure this line 7 inches and make sure that this line and this line is equal. So here I have 7 inches, so I'm going to measure 7 inches here as well, so that by the time I hold the 2 of them, everything will match up. So I'll be making use of this line now, not this line. So I'm going to cut it and I'll add all the necessary allowance while cutting on my fabric. Okay, so this is it for the front side. Remember to give the video a thumbs up if you have not done that already. Thank you so much. So guys, the next step is to draft the back side. Now for the back side, we have the bust point line, the waistline, and then the hip line. I'll be adding my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. Shoulder measurement 8 inches, 3 inches neckline. So I'll slope the shoulder by 1 inch and connect to slope our shoulder as well. The next step is to add my armhole depth, which is 7.5, and this is 8. So I'll connect. So I'll add my bust circumference divided by 4, which is 9.75, and connect as well to create my back armhole. So this is my back armhole. So having done that, I'm going to come to the waistline and add my waist circumference divided by 4. Mine is 9 inches. 9 inches. And my hip divided by 4, 10.75. So I'll connect the 3 points. So I'll come up here by 2 inches as well. And I'll draw my curve. You know, front and back supposed to have the same shape. So this is what I have. So having done that, the next step is to create my neck depth for the back side. So for my neck depth, I'll be making use of the bust point line, which is 10 inches. So from the bust point line, I'll connect to the armhole depth with a curve. If you want it lower than this, you are free to do that. So if you want to create any design here, you are free to do that also. So guys, this is what I have. Before I create my dart, remember we are snatching the waist at the back side by 3 inches. So before I create my dart, what I'm going to do is to make an opening here because I'll be lacing the back. If you are going to add a zipper here, then what you need to do is to create a zipper allowance. So because I'll be lacing the back, I will create an opening for that. So I'm going to open the back by 2 inches. By the time you open it, we'll have 4 inches. Do you understand? So I'll measure 2 inches over here and mark 2 inches and 2 inches. So I'll connect. So I'm going to cut out this side. This is not part of what we are doing. Okay, this is going to be for lacing at the back side. So I'll cut it out and we are left with this. So now, having removed my opening for the back, I'm going to come to the waistline and measure what is left and divide by 2. I have 7 inches, so half of it is going to be 3.5. I'm going to mark a straight line there. And this is what I have. So guys, like I explained before, I'll take 3 inches dart. So to do that, I'm going to remove 1 inch dart, just like we did at the front side. I'll remove 1 inch here. So, you know, this side is going to be 2. So that by the time you open it, we'll have 2 inches dart. I hope you are following. If I cut this into 2, I'll have 2 inches dart. So I'll take ½ inch on both sides to remove 1 inch. ½ inch on both sides. And then I'll connect my dart. So this is it for this side. Now we are left with 1 inch dart. We have taken away 2 inches. And we are left with 1 inch to snatch the waist. So that 1 inch, we are going to also divide it by 2. Because we are cutting this side 2. I hope you are following. So that's 1 inch into 2 will give us 0.5. So here I'll come to this side and measure 0.5 to snatch the waist with 1 inch. So that if I cut this into 2, I'll have 1 inch. If I cut this side into 2, I'll have 2 inches. So guys, having done that, I'm going to reconnect the waistline like so. And like this as well. So this is what I have. We are no longer making use of this one. So I have 1 dart here. This does not mean that your boning should be 1. No. You can create a multiple style line at the back side if you wish to. You can add any number of boning of your choice. Do you understand? But our dart at the center is 1. Alright? Now, I'm going to measure ½ inch here. This is where I'm going to attach my ½ inch boning. So over here, I will attach ½ inch boning over here. And measure another ½ inch for my eyelet. So this is for my eyelet. Any number of eyelets you choose to make is up to you. So this is for my eyelet and this is for boning. So I'll make another ½ inch for the second boning as well. For this side, it's better for you to attach non-sewable boning, that is the plastic boning, so that it will help the back side to be firm. You know, while you lace it, you don't need to have any folding while you lace the back. So you need a stronger boning here and here. Do you understand? So this is for boning also. So this is for boning and this is for boning channel, these two, and this is my eyelet. So by the time I cut out this, I'll close it and attach my boning there. Do you understand? So I will equally attach a boning here, and if I wish, I will attach a boning here too. So guys, this is it for the back side. If you have any question, feel free to ask your question. Leave it in the comment section. I will attend to it. Go ahead and try it out. Let me know your result in the comment section. Please, even if you are a beginner, don't be afraid. Just give it a try. Use your pattern paper and follow the same steps with me and draft yours. Do you understand? If you think you don't understand, watch the video 2 times. It will be clear. Alright? So guys, if you have not given the video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do that before you forget it. Thank you so much. So now I'm going to cut the front side and I'm going to show you how we close the bust dart in order for it to match up. So match up with what we have here at the back side. From here to here and from here to here should be equal. Right now it is not equal until I close the bust dart. Okay? So I'll cut it and close the bust dart. So to close the bust dart, what I'm going to do is to open up this side to the bust point. Can you see? So after cutting it out, I'll close it and use my cello tape to hold it together. So can you see what we have? So having done that, now we have taken away our bust dart, which is this. So by the time we sew this, if you measure from here to here, it will be equal to from here to here, so that the 2 sides of the top will align. Okay, so I'm going to continue my cutting. So guys, this is what we have. So this is the shape of the neckline. Can you see? For the round shape. And then this is what we have. Do you understand? So you can label it if you feel you will be confused. So you can maybe label it 1, 2, and 3. That is for the front side. For the back side, I will equally cut it out. So this is for the lacing. This 2 inches is not constant. If you don't want the back to be too open, you can make it 1 inch, 1.5. It's just your choice. So this one will go away. We don't need this. So this is the only thing we'll have for the back side. And we'll label it as 1 and 2. Maybe 1B and 2B. The B will represent back. So this is it for the overbust corset. Yeah, I believe this method is very, very simple. If you agree with me, just go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Can you see? This is the 2 sides matching up. Okay? The 2 of them must match up so that by the time you join it, you will not have any shortage. So this is the back side and then this is the front side. So guys, if you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not done that already. So thank you so much for watching. Till next time, I'll see you again. For now, it is bye-bye.